Greetings, 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 Royal Family. Thanks for clicking on the video. Welcome back. Wendy Williams, aka Lonely Girl. Wendy Williams wants a man. She says that she hasn't been touched in a long time. So you guys know the Wendy Williams show is back. And since the season premiere, Wendy has been complaining, whining about not having a man and about dating. She went on Watch What Happens Live, talked about how tough it is out here in these streets. I think it's a bit much. Okay, Wendy, we get the point. You want a man. So according to Hollywood Life, Wendy Williams, she's opening up about her love life. Again, if you're watching her show, she does not miss an opportunity to talk about not having a man and wanting to date. So she's always been the say it like you mean it kind of girl, which is fine. So it didn't come as too much of a surprise when the outspoken television personality spoke about her dating world recently on her show, and several shows, in fact. She says, 25 years being with somebody, and then you're not with somebody, and my son's in Miami, and I'm not married anymore. Of course, she's referring to her divorce from Kevin Hunter. Their divorce was actually finalized in January. So she touched on the length of time that it has been since she's been intimate with someone. She says, I don't cook in this life. My stove hasn't been touched in months, nor have I. Well, 5 months to be precise. I need rules and regulations. Like, don't use my bathroom. I'm very particular, but I'm very, very single, and I'm very, very ready for action. It's terrible. Wendy, are you really ready for action? And what type of action you ready for? Because Wendy is she comes across as a very private person. So I'm wondering if this is like a gimmick or if she's really desperate for a man or just desperate for companionship. This is getting a bit much, right? So she brought this up when she appeared on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen over there at Bravo TV. And she also brought up some other things. Check out my previous videos if you haven't already, when she said what she said about Nene and Nene clapped back. But anyway, so she was on Watch What Happens Live over the weekend. And Andy Cohen had a fan just straight up ask her about the man that she's been, I guess, teasing on Instagram, because over the summer she was making it seem like she was out on dates with some man, or she had a man in her life. And I know a couple of you, when I posted pictures, a couple of you were like, man, Wendy is sitting in that restaurant by herself. She ain't dating nobody. So she made it seem as though she was out with a special someone. You know, that's how she captioned some of her Instagram posts or whatever. So she actually set the record straight. She flat out denied the rumors. And she said that she's simply been, showing pictures of herself out with her friends. She says, when I do find the man, he will not be on my Instagram. And she said, that's one thing I won't be doing, Andy. It's lonely out here in these streets. You throw yourself back into work. I've got Chit Chat in My Way. Those are her two cats. She says she has Chit Chat in My Way at home. She said, but I can't wait to get back to dating. And I'm not going to lie about it. I can't lie. And what I won't do is getting him involved with this show or on Instagram. No, no, no. Now, you guys know that there's been rumors about her dating DJ Boof, who is her former DJ. Her current DJ is Sus1. DJ Boof was actually let go, according to him. He didn't know that he was getting the pink slip. But when he was on the show, and Wendy would engage with him on the show, she would always be a little bit flirtatious. All right, nothing wrong with that. But she would always like, oh, I'm having dinner by DJ Boof's house. Or when she was filming from her apartment during the quarantine, DJ Boof is here with me. So she made it seem as though something was going on with them, but I don't know. So who knows if they were seeing each other on the side. They have a whole bunch of photos of themselves posted to her social media of them, hanging out together. So a source, always a source, close to Wendy confirmed that they are just really good friends and there's no dating happening. Here's the thing, Wendy, knock it off, okay? You are a woman of a particular age, as you say. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to get back into dating and throwing yourself out there. But every single show, ma'am, every show, It just reeks of desperation. And I don't know if Wendy really wants to date. She seems like a very private person. Wendy Williams wrote in her book many, many moons ago, she said, I don't know if she's changed her mind or if her way of thinking has changed, but she did make it a point to mention that she didn't even go to traditional counseling, like see a therapist, because she was so afraid that the therapist would leak her information because she is such a well-known public figure. I can understand that concern. You talk about everybody and their mama on your radio show at the time. So who knows? You know, they may sell a story to a tabloid. She's familiar with that process. So that hindered her from actually going to traditional therapy. So you being so willing to date someone who could possibly air out your business, I don't know. I don't know if Wendy is just using this as a gimmick for people to tune into her show. You know, she's a germaphobe. She often says that she likes people from a distance. She doesn't like going out many places. So I don't know. Maybe as she's getting older, you know, she's getting lonelier and she doesn't want to be alone for the rest of her days. So as she always does, throws herself into her career. But all of this taking the opportunity to use your show, girl, to showcase how desperate you are, it's getting old, ma'am. What type of people do you think that you're going to attract? I don't know, Wendy. You making it seem like you just ready to be torched. And we don't want to hear how in heat you are. You are a woman of a particular age. Will you please have some decorum? Good grief. I wouldn't be surprised if this season she has like a segment where it's like a dating show. I just think that this is all a gimmick. I don't think Wendy want to date and settle down with anybody. She went through a very, very public separation and divorce. I think that she has not recovered from that. And I think she's trying to convince people that she's okay by just moving on. Granted, word on the street is allegedly she knew what her husband was doing all these years and she was fine with it, but the baby was the deal breaker. Okay, makes sense if it's true. But Wendy, girl, just tone it down a bit. What do you guys think about Wendy and her desperate mating calls? She said she was going to use this show as an opportunity to find her man. I'm not mad at that. But do we need to know that you haven't been touched in 5 months? And what you mean in 5 months? So who touched you 5 months ago? Don't answer that question. All right, folks, that is all I got. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Have you been watching Wendy Williams' show since the season returned? What do you think about her telling Suzanne to shut up? What do you think about her? What do you think about her advertising herself frequently on her show? Is it a gimmick? Is it desperation? Is it both? Do you think it'll be effective? Drop down in the comments to let me know. Like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. Signing off for now, but I'll be back. Until next time, folks. Peace.